There is a show on VH1 called Basketball Wives that follows the wives, ex-wives, and girlfriends of professional basketball players.
And there's a new season starting up, and there's a lot that unfolds. Liza Morales is the ex-girlfriend of former Los Angeles player Lamar Odom. She's on the show, and she is joining us now to tell us more. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. Well, hi.
It is so nice to see you, and it is nice to talk to you. All right, first of all, you get the call to be on Basketball Wives. What was your first reaction? Because I know you had done reality television back in 2013. Were you ready to do it again?
You know, yeah, when Shawnee calls, you pick up the phone. That's kind of how I see it. When Shawnee O'Neal calls, you answer the phone. So I definitely didn't send Shawnee to voicemail. And yeah, I feel like my story is still evolving, you know, to this day. And I feel like a lot of families deal with addicts in the family and, you know, mental health struggles. And I felt like our story, meaning my family, has been out there for years. Lamar's struggles have been very, very public. And so I felt like it was a great time to kind of get out there and put a face to it.
So, you know, when you're dealing with that, when you're dealing with, I mean, Lamar Odom is your ex, and he's father of your children, certainly gone through public battles with addiction. How does being on a show like this, does it help or hurt that relationship?
My relationship with Lamar, or
yeah,
in
as
general?
far as dealing with it, because it's such a struggle for families to deal with even the complexities of raising kids and addiction, and then add a show into it. Does it at all help, or does it hurt, or what's that like?
I think it's bigger than Lamar. Honestly, I think it could help because our situation is not unique. A lot of families deal with addicts, addiction, and have mental health struggles, especially now with the pandemic. People are out here struggling. So I felt like putting Lamar to the side, yes, his story has been very public, but if I can get out there and put a face to the families, a lot of times the addicts, they suck all the air out of the room. And it's important for the families. And I had to learn the hard way. And also, but I learned so much speaking to the experts, who deal with therapy and addiction and rehab centers. So I feel like, to me, it was a perfect opportunity to get out there, put a face to the families and show real life. And so I felt like it was a great opportunity. It's no secret that reality TV is a heck of a platform.
It really is. All right, you're one of the newer faces on the show. Did you know the women that you were with before, and did they welcome you?
I've known Shawnee O'Neal. Some of the other ladies, I've never met them before.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm from New York, so I'm guarded, I'm cautious, So it was nice though to get into a group of women, for sure. But they welcomed me. They've been great. They've given me advice. So it's been great.
I went to St. John's in Queens, and I know you went to high school there. What part of Queens did you grow up in?
I'm from Queens. Yes, I'm from Woodhaven. I was actually supposed to go to St. John's, too. But yes, I went to Christ the King High School. And yeah, I was supposed to go to St. John's. So yeah, I went to Christ the King, which was in Middle Village. And then, after Christ the King, I was supposed to go to St. John's. But yeah, I'm from Woodhaven.
I love it.
Yeah.
People may not realize this about you, but you have had quite the successful venture on your own and creating a charity and your work that you do on your own. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I lost my son Jaden in 2006 to a tragic crib death. And I created, maybe about a year after that, I created RS Baby, which was a clothing line, organic clothes for children, because I love to be around children. Their energy is so unconditional. Their love is so untouched by the world. And so I wanted to create that in his memory. And this was around the time of our first depression, so it really wasn't a good time as far as the economy goes, because a lot of our buyers were small businesses and boutiques, and they were hit hard. But in the meantime, I continued to grow for myself, and I got my real estate license here in New York City. And so I've continued to do that. And even now, I'm working on a book. I've been journaling because I feel like more than just the glamour of it all, of being with somebody who was a Laker and made it to the NBA, who's married to a Kardashian, but the behind the scenes of like the internal work that you have to do when you struggle with mental health issues, like I have, with depression and anxiety after losing my son and finding him. So I feel like most people are going to be able to tap into that in some way, especially now with the pandemic, with people struggling, especially women, since women are out here, you know, losing jobs at rates that men aren't. Right. And they're the ones who are home right now, struggling with kids that are being homeschooled because the schools are closed. So I'm hoping that I can tap into that and, you know, share some advice, and whoever listens, great.
Well, we are listening, and you are reason enough alone to watch that show, Basketball Wives. So we wish you continued success.
Very relatable. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it was great. What a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is. You know, and it's nice because reality TV sometimes is an escape, but it's also great to learn about real issues.
Absolutely.
And Basketball Wives airs on Tuesday, so tomorrow night when it's windy and crazy, you can turn on VH1 at 8 p.m.